G'day, Sparkly here, and welcome back to our Red Bull Motorsport Manager F1 2022 Manager Mod set. Alright, today is the Sochi GP. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome back to the channel. This is a pre-recorded episode. I'm recording this back off the end of the last one. I'm going to the Australian GP this weekend, all 4 days. So I want to pre-record some episodes just in case I can't get around to recording. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so on to preparation. Now, I apologize if anyone's offended by the thumbnail. That's not my intention. I just thought I'd address this really quickly, but I just know you have to walk around on eggshells with YouTube, or else that you may pick up a strike, and I already copped one, which was a ridiculous strike. I have a whole video on it if you're interested. YouTube doesn't listen, but yeah, on a serious note, it's a terrible situation. I hate that I have to do this because I know it's only a select people, but yeah, I just want to be cautious because the future of the channel is important to me. But yeah, on to preparation. So our brakes are done, so we're going to work on improving the reliability and performance of that. We also worked on the performance of the gearbox a little bit, and we're also going to design a new rear wing because there's a big gap between Perez and Verstappen in that area. So we want to make sure we have a second car that can hopefully keep finishing in front of Hamilton, so we're improving that as well as the first car. They sort of go hand in hand, but that's pretty much all for preparation of this Grand Prix. Alright, so on to qualifying here. Now, Perez has been quite off the pace this weekend, usually down in about 5th, so we're hoping to see an improvement for him. Verstappen was at the top in, I think, Q2 or Q1, one of the two. But we go 2 runs here. There's a bit of a rain, like a very brief rain period, but it'll slow us down anywho. So we do 2 runs either side of that. The second run is right in the session where hopefully the bit of track grip comes back, but we get 2nd and 5th. I don't know why Perez is so slow, but he's behind both McLarens. Hopefully he can rectify that. He's got all the crucial parts, so hopefully see another great race start from him. Alright, race day, let's do it. So race trim, light footed. Race trim, light footed. So yeah, we need to see a big improvement from Perez here. He's been slow this weekend. For some reason we're locked onto softs. Is there going to be rain? I swear some people set times on inters in Q2, but maybe they set softs before that. Anyway, we'll take that because that means we have the strategy advantage. Not that they ever use the softs anyway, even when they have a free choice of tyre, they use the super softs. But we'll continue on here. Now, 5 red lights. Come on, Perez, we need to see a gun start from you. Here we go. And they're out, and a bad start from Perez. I don't want to watch him drop down the grid. That is very depressing, but even more depressing is that Verstappen's dropped off too, and this could be a struggling race for us here. But we'll see what happens here. Oh, battling with Ricardo, very dangerous. Watch out. No damage, please. Perez still down to 7th, less than ideal. Hamilton getting away here. For some reason, he's got real pace. It must be the engine. I mean, we didn't see the great pace from him in Monza last time out, but that might be more down to strategy. We'll see how he goes here anyway. But hopefully we can see a bit more of an improvement. Perez is in a bit more of a battle down here. He gets past Leclerc. Leclerc fights back. We finally get past him. Looks like it's for good. And now we've got to cool it on the tyres because they're getting close to overheating. And we'll kill Verstappen on the fuel. Perez can go a bit harder with the fuel because he can recover it so quickly. But he's just losing out this battle to Leclerc, and it's very sad to watch. Come on, Perez. Get him back. You can do it, mate. No, now he's under pressure from the McLaren, and I mean, they were going to have to pit soon, so that's a plus, but we are losing considerable time to Hamilton with Perez, so of course we want to win this race. It wouldn't be too bad if Verstappen wins. He's still within overtaking range somewhat, especially in the pit lane, but here we go, Perez. He's setting purple times now. Come on, Perez, let's do it. I mean, look, he's been pushing for 10 laps, and he's only 0.4 on the Delta. And here we go, Perez. This has got to be a fastest lap. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, personal best it was. But then Verstappen gets his personal best as well. But Hamilton has got pace. So we need to bring our A game. And Perez is slowly dropping back off the leader. But he is making his way back up onto the podium places. Russell down in 8th. So Mercedes have definitely prioritised Hamilton. And that reflects in the constructors there. As you can see, we've got quite an advantage. But this is the one we're worried about for the most part. And right now, it's not looking great for Perez. Alright, so time to pit our boys in. We're going to pit Verstappen first because he's the leading driver. We remember to switch over the pit crew, which is a good sign that we hopefully have a mistake-free pit crew. The pit crew have been pretty good this year. I should stop talking about it until they've done their stops because I've talked about things in the past in the series and it's happened straight after. Q Hungary. That was a very sad moment where I was talking about Verstappen DNFing and then he DNFs, but pit crews go very well there, the pit stop, sorry. Pit crew did an awesome job, and now Hamilton's taking the lead of the race very momentarily. Hopefully they don't pit him for another couple of laps so his tyres go off a cliff and we can gain on him a little bit, but we'll see what happens. So right now Verstappen's in more of a provisional lead of the race. I very much doubt Hamilton will be able to get to the end on that tyre, but you know, stay out there. We're closing that gap very nicely. Come on, Lewis, just stay out there for a couple more laps. And he is, which is great. We are slowly closing this gap. Perez has got it down a whole second. It's now 12.7. And we're sneaking into that pit overtake window. Now it's 10 seconds. I don't know what Mercedes is doing here, but they're slowly losing time. We're going to stay on board with this. And it's slightly creeped out a little bit. 20% on the tyres. And I mean, look at the rest of the grid. What's happened there then? 38-second gap to Leclerc from the car of Perez, and he's still got a pit stop to go, so the rest of the teams are well off. But yeah, we're going to stop pushing these tyres a bit, but Verstappen's got a bit of fuel to use. Perez is going through a lot of his excess fuel, so we'll tell him to turn it down a little bit. And Hamilton's finally in the pit lane. Perez will overtake him in the pit lane, and he's onto the mediums with 12 seconds to go, 12 laps to go rather. And that is quite bizarre from him. I think on strategy, Mercedes may have just thrown this race away. Quite entertaining to watch, but from our point of view, not from a neutral point of view, but we'll take it. We'll take it for sure. But with 6 laps to go here, Verstappen might actually pick up the win here and break Perez's streak of 4 race wins in a row. I didn't even know it was on that streak till I saw it in an email. But tyre temps are low, but Verstappen's fuel is as well, so we've got to sort of go low on that. He's got a bit of time to go. I just really don't want him running out of fuel on the final lap. We'll tell Perez to push a bit as well, get those tyres up to temperature in both cars, and the engine has now recovered enough fuel. We don't want him to crash out, just get those tyres. We just do not want to take any risk with Verstappen with his track record. But final lap here, it should be fine now. The race should be secured. Max Verstappen is going to win a race for the first time in a while. But it won't go to much towards the championship, but we'll give it to him. He put in an absolutely great drive. Good win. Perez had the better parts, well, the more crucial parts. They both have 3 good parts each, but Perez had the right parts, we'll say that. But great race from Verstappen and a decent race from Perez. Bit disappointed with their overall weekend performance, qualifying 5th, dropping to 7th. But thanks to Mercedes' horrible pit decision and strategy, we still come away with the 1-2. Just what the doctor ordered, another 1-2. Hamilton on the bottom step, the gap decreases, this time only by 3 points for Perez, but Verstappen gets a race win, happy for him. Alright, so that will be all for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Next time out, we've got the Singapore GP, which is one of the nicest looking tracks in the game, in my opinion. But if you're enjoying the series, make sure to leave a like, consider subscribe if you haven't already, and comment any thoughts, feedback, suggestions in the comment section below. I'll see you next time out.